Hey, Pete Moriarty here. How you doing, guys? Great to be here with you. I've got a damn exciting session for you on this video. If you're watching us live, thanks so much for being a part of the live. If you're watching the repeat, that's totally cool as well. You can drop a hashtag repeat down in the comments. And we're going to be talking about some really exciting systemization stuff today. This is called Getting Your Life Back through Systemizing Your Business. And wow, this has been what a journey for me, something that I'm extremely, extremely passionate about, because for me, running a business is about freedom. And I think for most entrepreneurs, we get into business because we want freedom, but for many of us, that's not the reality once we're actually in there running a business. And so for me, one of my biggest values and the things that I'm most passionate about is helping other business owners to achieve a sense of freedom, but not only freedom, help them build a kick-ass business. So if that's you, buckle up. This is going to be a really awesome prezzo. So if you don't know me, my name's Pete Moriarty, and I help small and medium-sized business owners with their IT. In fact, I've built a consultancy. We're now a growth and a scaled team. We've got 40 people in our team now, and we help business owners get their tech right so they can build and scale better businesses. And so we're all about small business owners being successful. We want to help make sure that you have the right tech in your hands so that you can go on and be successful with your team, so that your team are productive. Happier teams mean happier companies, mean happier life for everyone. And we love that. That is our purpose as a business. We're all about making sure that everyone's happy and that business is a force for good. And we do that with tech. You know, we're tech geeks. We help businesses with the back-end stuff, file storage, emails, change management, training, getting apps talking to each other, CRM systems, cloud-based phone systems. That's the kind of like nuts and bolts of what we do. But really our purpose as a business is about teams working more productively together and businesses being more successful. And so if that's interesting to you, then make sure you're subscribed to everything that we do. We've got our YouTube channel. We have a free Facebook group. Check out the link to that in the description of this video. That is for business owners who are in the Google ecosystem. And there's free advice there, live videos that are exclusive to the group, and of course, the latest updates that we announce before we announce them publicly go inside that group. So make sure that you're in there. I'm going to be sharing some of the most important secrets around systemizing your business. And this content is usually only reserved for private masterminds. I don't usually share this publicly. This is the first time I've shared this stuff publicly. If you are already a customer of ours in Concierge, then you would have had access to this for the last few years. But this is the first time that I'm sharing this publicly, because I think as many businesses are starting to emerge out of the COVID lockdown and things are starting to get not really back to normal, but they're starting to evolve and change. I think business owners are now back out of fight or flight mode, and they're back into a mode of, okay, what can we do to build the business? What can we do to be successful? And I'm all about helping you and your business be successful. So as I said, we're all about getting your life back, and this presentation is about helping you. Our mission is to help businesses have an unfair advantage by using technology-led strategy and really, really productive and happy teams. We're proponents of remote work. We've been a remote work company for over 6 years now. So all our team work remotely, 40 people from home, from cafes, from the road, and we promote that in small businesses. Now, what technology do we use to make that happen? Well, we use Google Cloud. That's the foundation of everything that we do, G Suite and the other suite of tools in the Google Cloud ecosystem. And we help businesses with all of their technology on top of that, whether it's CRM, phone system, blah, 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 everything else. So what does the journey of a small business look like, and turning from a small business into a medium business? This is our growth roadmap or technology adoption cycle. And this is the different stages that businesses go through and the different ways that they interact with their technology across those stages. We've got other videos on this framework on our YouTube channel, so make sure you go and check it out. But we have specific videos for specific areas of business. Now, this video is really for startup businesses. You know, if you're a growth or a scale business or larger, then you may still need to get this stuff done if you've got challenges in the business around systemization. But really, once a business is out of the launch stage, you're literally making some money and you're starting to hire your first few employees, it becomes very important for you to start thinking about systemizing the business, creating consistent systems for the business, and with those systems, creating a way of doing things inside the business and communicating that and sharing that with your team. Why is that so important? Well, because if everyone's doing their own thing, things are pretty quickly going to get out of control. And you as a business owner are not able to replicate yourself with a carbon copy as much as you probably wish you could, right? It just doesn't really work like that. And so creating solid systems in the business is going to help you to create a business that can scale. It's going to help you get out of the startup stage and into the growth stage. Now, once you get the systems written, not everything kind of gets set in stone. You still have, a bit of a journey in the growth stage of like working out the business model and making sure that your team are actually aligned to the processes. But when we're in the startup stage, we want to start thinking about how do I get the hats off me and onto other people in the business. That's the biggest thing that we've got to get done. So if you're in that stage of business, 2 to 3 employees, or maybe you're just hiring your first, international resource, people call them VAs sometimes, that may be the stage of business where you need to get really serious about systemizing the business. Now, what can happen if you don't do it correctly? Well, we had a business who was a customer of ours, and it was 2 business owners, 2 guys, and they owned 2 gyms. And those 2 gyms were a mess. They were completely chained to their businesses. They were working 60 hours a week because they just had to be there all the time to keep watch on things. And what ended up happening is they went through one of our courses. This is ages ago, 4 or 5 years ago. They implemented everything that I taught in this webinar and some of the advanced strategies that we have in our membership portal around Asana and task management and training your team and managing your team and looking after them on a day-to-day basis. After they spent 3 weeks, it was only 3 weeks, 3 weeks on a dedicated systemization journey for the business, they stopped going to the gyms. How cool is that? 3 weeks of dedicated focus on building systems and documenting systems in the business, and then they didn't even have to go to work anymore. And what did they do? They went and opened more locations, became more successful, business went on to do really great things. So that's what I'm sharing with you guys, is the secret to being able to grow a more successful business, but just get your life back. That's what this is all about. So we're all about getting your life back here and all about making sure that you have a great relationship with your team and with your business. We want to reduce the stress. No one likes being that crazy stressed out business owner. Is it done yet? Is it done yet? Is it done yet? Running around after people. Creating solid systems is going to allow you to take the hats off, delegate things to your team. You're going to become a master delegator. Okay, let's jump in, guys. Let's start talking about our systemization. And I want to talk a little bit about my systemization journey. It was always my dream to build a successful business. I was interested in business from a very young age, and I'm very happy to say that we've been able to grow and scale our team because I focused on and put my energy on building really great systems in the business. Now, not only have we been able to have more impact to our customers, to our community, to the people around us, and the business has been able to be more successful, I've been able to enjoy a boatload of my own freedom time. And freedom time for me is travel, is spending time with my friends, is doing fun things, is leading the exciting life that I like to lead. And building these systems in the business has really allowed me to do that. Now, how do we make that work? How do we get it working? Well, one of the important philosophies around systemizing is something called the 3-day week or the 4-day weekend. And this I give the credit to Mr. James Schramko, who's one of my mentors. You can check him out at superfastbusiness.com. And while James was mentoring me, he told me that he had a 3-day week where he bunched up all of his meetings into just 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And I really took to that idea, absolutely love it, and very happy to say that I've had 4-day weekends for about a year or 2 now, I'd say, where I've just got flexible time on my Mondays and on my Fridays to do whatever I want. Now, obviously, I'm at quite a matured stage of the business and the systemization journey. And if right now you're a startup business and you've got 2 or 3 people in the business, that's probably not going to be a reality until your business graduates into growth mode. You get a number of functions taken care of in the business, and you've got other managers and leaders in the business who can manage problems as they pop up. Because businesses are always going to have problems that pop up. They're just the things that happen. And you need a bit of a layer of insulation for those problems that pop up between you and the team. So you're going to have to get to growth mode before that can happen, most likely. However, if you have a very small scale business, maybe you're a coaching business and you've got a couple of people that work for you, you can very likely get to this kind of freedom and flexibility for yourself pretty early on in the business. Now, this kind of week, having a 3-day week and having a 4-day weekend, is this for everyone? And do I allow myself to get stuck into doing any work on those days? Well, honestly, from time to time, I do. I don't mind if my team texts me in our group chat on a Monday or a Friday. I've let them know, do not expect a response, but from time to time, I don't mind. And what I've also found is, even though I enjoy having the free time, it is really important to keep yourself busy. Now, busy might be reading a book, busy might be going to the beach, busy might be meditating, busy might be going forward driving. But for me, I really get value and personal enjoyment from when I'm on those flexi days, still thinking about the business from time to time. And I find that I have my most creative ideas and my best inspiration for new ways that I can grow and change and improve the business while I'm having that time. So is it all about completely disappearing from the business for 4 days a week? No, not necessarily. It all comes down to what your personal plan is. For me, my personal plan has always been create a really great business, have a business that creates impact both for the people inside the business, the customers of the business, and for the community as well, but also have the option whether or not I show up for work. And that's what this is all really about creating. So if you love that, drop a comment in and say, love that.